Hey, what up guys, it's your boy Legendary here, and today people I'm going to be doing another deck profile here for Women's History Month. Today I will be doing Yuzu. This is her updated deck with the brand new support that she got recently from a couple sets ago. The cards have not come out in the TCG yet, so I printed them out because I wanted to show them to you guys. So here we are, we're here today. The deck is not too very different from how it was before. It kind of just added the new cards in and kind of took out some of the other cards that I was filling in to fill in space to make it a 40 card deck. But now it's more fleshed out. Now it has pretty much everything that she owned in the show plus the new support. So now there's nothing in there that shouldn't belong in there. So it's just fully fleshed out and it's complete. And the new support is actually very incredible, very strong, very aggressive. We'll get into that. though. All right, so let's start off with Yuzu's deck profile. We have her ace, Mozarta, the Melodious Maestra. We have Shofina, the Melodious Maestra. We have Elegy as well. We got 2 copies of Sonata that she has in the anime, and she also has 2 copies of Aria as well. Both very powerful cards. And then we have 3 copies of Canon. Then we have 1 copy of Soprano, very awesome card, or key card in the deck. We have 1 copy of Solo, the Melodious Songstress. We have 1 copy of Tam Tam. We have 1 copy of Serenade. We have 1 copy of Opera. We have 1 copy of Score. And then for the new support cards, we have 1 copy of Refrain, the Melodious Songstress. So this is a Pendulum Monster, new support card. I'm going to put it on the left side of the screen, and I'm going to read it because there's only 5 new support cards anyway. So I'm going to go through it. It's a Link 1, 1600 attack, 800 defense, level 4. Light Fairy. Its Pendulum effect reads: you can target 1 Melodious fusion monster you control and send 1 Melodious monster from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, the targeted monster gains attack equal to the sent monster's level times 200 until the end of this turn. So it boosts up your fusions by milling a Melodious monster, which is cool. And you can only use that once per turn. And then its monster effect reads: if this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 Melodious monster from your deck to your hand except this card. So good. It's a Stratos for the deck. Very awesome. If a Melodious fusion monster is special summoned to your field while this card is face up in the extra deck, except during the damage step, you can place this card in the Pendulum Zone. You can only use each effect once. So it's a Stratos, and then if this card is face up in the extra deck over here and you summon a fusion monster, you can set it back on your Pendulum scale, or over here, whatever. But yeah, on your Pendulum scale. So it's pretty cool right there, very strong. It's a Stratos, you can't go wrong. It's a Link 1 as well, so very good. And then for the second Link monster we got, it's a Link 9 Couplet, the Melodious Songstress. It's a level 5 with 1200 attack and 200 defense points. Its Pendulum effect reads: you cannot Pendulum summon monsters except light monsters. This effect cannot be negated if you do not control any face-up monsters other than Melodious monsters. You can add Melodious spell and a Melodious spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. So searches out your Melodious spells and traps, which is good. And you can only use this once per turn. So this is a Stratos for specifically your spells and traps, which is good. And then its monster effect reads: if this card is added from your deck to your hand, so you can activate the Stratos to search this to your hand. And then if you add this to your hand, except by drawing it from your normal draw. So not if you draw it, you have to search it. So once you search it, you can reveal it to your opponent and special summon 1 level 4 or lower Melodious monster from your hand or graveyard. So that's good. It allows you to help you swarm right there. You search into this, you special summon this, and then you summon another Melodious from your hand or a graveyard. So it's very strong. If a Melodious fusion monster or monster is special summoned to your field while this card is face up in the extra deck, you can set it from the Pendulum Zone. So it has the same effect as this. So if you fusion summon, you could just bring it to the other Pendulum Zone. So if you have both of them face up in your Pendulum Zone and you fusion summon, you could just set them both straight from the extra deck face up, which is good. So very strong right there. And then we have 1 copy of Crystal Rose and then 1 copy of Brilliant Rose. I wasn't able to get this card, so I had to print it out. But yeah, 1 copy of Brilliant Rose. And that is it right there for the main deck monsters. Alright, so for the spell cards, I'm going to start off with the Melodious spells. I got first Solo Movement, you guys already know. And then we have Ostinato as well. I still got this is still a printout. I still need to buy the real card. And then we have a new support card that just came out, which is well, it didn't come out yet printed, but you know, it got revealed. Melodious Concerto. Melodious Concerto. Fusion summon one favorite fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand, field, and or pendulum zones as materials, so that's good, very versatile. If a Melodious fusion monster is sent to your graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, except under damage calculation, you can place this card on the bottom of the deck and then draw one. So it recycles itself, you know, to the bottom of the deck, and then you get a free draw, which is good. So there you go. A very strong card, allowing you to also use your new pendulum monsters as materials, which is great. Then we have the continuous spell card, Fortissimo. And then we have Pianissimo. And then we have the anime card, Saint Instrument. You guys saw this in the last one, so I'm not going to read it. But all of Yuzu's cards, all the anime printouts, including with the new support cards, will be in the link in the description, where you could download a PDF to print out the anime cards like this, as well as the new support cards as well, so you can like test it out privately with your friends and stuff. But yeah, so that's Saint Instrument right there. And then we have Slow Tempo, another anime card right there. We have 2 copies of Polymerization. We have one Defusion. We have one Refusion right here. We have the Sanctuary in the Sky. Yes, she does own this. It's in her deck. We have the Fountain in the Sky as well. We have Cestus Dialga, an equip spell. And we have Mystical Space Typhoon. So that is her spell cards right there for Yuzu. Alright, now for the traps. We have the trap card, Melodious Illusion. We have the anime trap, Melodious Melody of Divine Punishment. It's just a burn card. It burns for every Melodious monster on the field times 800. Which is good because this deck can swarm really, really fast. Now, I mean, it could swarm fast before too, but now it can swarm much faster and more aggressive. And then you burn 800 for each, which is great. And then we got Melodious Rhythm Change right here, another anime card. And then we have the trap card, Miraculous Descent, and Beckoning Light. So those are all the Yuzu cards in the main deck for the Melodious archetype. Alright, so now for the extra deck. We have Shiberta, the Melodious Maestra. We have Bloom Prima, her secondary fusion ace. We have Bloom Prima, the Melodious Choir. Really great for OTKs. And now we're going to get to the brand 2 new fusion cards for Yuzu. She got 2 new fusions. We have Bacha, the Melodious Maestra. It's a level 7 light fairy. This is very powerful. Has 2500 attack, 1800 defense. It requires only 2 Melodious monsters to summon. Super easy. Super easy. There's literally almost no reason to summon Shiberta because you're always going to go for this card. So yeah. We have Bacha right here. Its effect, her effect reads, your Melodious fusion monsters activated effects cannot be negated while you control this fusion summon card. So it gives protection from your card effects to be negated while you control this fusion summon card. It has to be fusion summoned on the field. If it dies and comes back to the graveyard through another effect, it won't have that effect. It's only when it's fusion summoned on the field. So it gives protection, so you can't be negated, which is awesome. And you can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can special summon one Melodious monster from your deck. Very good. So you could bring out your ace, or you could bring out the new Strato Searcher, which then searches out the other pendulum, which then special summons itself. So you already see how that plays out. That's 3 Melodious monsters literally right there on the field, which is really powerful. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target a Melodious monster in the graveyard, except this card, and special summon it in defense. So there you go. It just has so much. It does so much. You can do so much with this card. It depends on what your hand is, but this card is incredible. It searches everything up. And finally, for the final fusion cardo, and I'm gonna zoom in for this one, we have Flowering Estoil, the Melodious Grand Choir. So this card is obviously meant to represent Yuzu. It's got, you know, the pink hair and stuff, and this is supposed to be Yuzu in card form, which is awesome. This is I think this is this is a level 8 fusion with 2800 attack and 1500 defense. It requires 1 Melodious Maestra monster and 2 Melodious monsters. So this is the final boss monster of the deck, which is cool. So it uses the final boss monster. That's awesome. And her effect reads, let me zoom in on this one. So, quick effect. You can banish any number of Melodious monsters you control until the end phase. Then you can return up to that many face-up cards your opponent controls to the hand. So it instantly bounces stuff, which is very powerful. So you banish your Melodious monsters to just bounce your opponent's field, and then at the end phase they all come back to the field, which is just awesome. So if you're in a tight spot, you feel like you're gonna lose, you just get rid of your board and then get rid of your opponent's board, and then at the end phase you get your whole board back, which is awesome. Its second effect reads: if this face-up fusion summoned card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can special summon one Melodious monster from your deck or extra deck except this card. So even more powerful. So if you're able to get rid of this card, then you just can summon any one of your fusion monsters from your extra deck or any one of your Melodious from your main deck. So you pretty much get anything you want. This fusion is just so powerful. But this card is the card that starts it all. You fusion summon any two Melodious, you summon this card, you special summon whatever, you special summon the Straddle Searcher, then you search out the, sorry guys. Yeah, the combo is very simple. You just summon your fusion monster right there. You search out Refrain on the field, the Melodious Songstress, and then you search out the other Pendulum, and then it special summons itself. And then you activate, Polymerization to fuse the three of them together to get this card. It's very easy. It's it's super easy. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, it's a very good card. Very powerful. Very powerful. All right, guys, that is the deck profile for you guys right there. No side deck. The only other card that's could be in the side deck is Cards in the Sky, and maybe you could add Fusion Recovery, some generic fusion spell cards that aren't too broken, generic stuff, nothing wild. But that's pretty much it. Her deck is pretty straightforward. Like I said, all of her anime cards and the new cards are going to be in the link in the description for you to print out and try out with this deck. And that is it. That is Yuzu Hiragi's upgraded deck profile. The new support she got was incredible. It was amazing. It made the deck so much faster, so much more aggressive, even more consistent. So I have no complaints. Her support was fire. It was super fire, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Yuzu's deck and the improvements. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And yeah, just let me know. Just let me know what your thoughts are. God bless you guys. Hopefully the next one will be my Juliet character, my OC from my Hidden Legend series. Hopefully I can get that done in time. And yeah, so yeah, let me know what you guys think. I love you guys. God bless you guys. I will see you guys in the next video, and happy Women's History Month, guys. For all the ladies out there, for all the lady duelists out there, happy Women's History Month. God bless you guys. Gotcha. Peace.